going to be before we can have some answers? Did anyone ask the doctor?
Okay, is it just the doctor on call, or is this our doctor?
Oh boy.
Because the on-call doctor is just a resident.
That's actually true.
Our doctor?
Because I know I've been in the ER
They just
before.
came up yesterday and claimed they were going to let us go. I just want to know what the plan is.
Let's move forward.
Who canceled the treatment?
I mean, isn't it dangerous for him not to get it? I thought he needed that.
I know you're just doing what you're saying.
Oh, hi. Again, the problem is with lots of physicians, you have lots of different opinions. So one might be for a treatment plan while the other might be on the other payroll. So, I thought that was a walk button. Hello? Oh, can I walk this way then? Where can I go from here? Or is it symbolism of a dead end? Hi. Still looks happy over here. Hi, buddy. What are those? Are those blankets? I don't want to walk away. He's right here. Why would I walk over there? Oh, that hallway's gone. What's all this then? Is this the end? Okay. Looks like there's a lot of pictures and stuff you can look at to see, again, what you might actually find, say, kids drawing in hospital. The Temple of Man. Alright, well, I guess only way to go is this direction. Right? Where's my... Oh. Oh. I know this room. And it's not... I've been in this room ages. Not as a patient, of course. Again, I work filming in hospitals. So, this room has a different meaning to me, but... in this context, I know what's coming. This is why I always have to wear lead every time I'm at work. I actually had actually once when I was a patient, it was in a classroom like this. They actually had me down on a table with a C-arm while a college class watched me as I laid naked on a table. Good thing I was drugged up to the teeth, and I could care less. But then again, they cover you up. But again, I was too drugged up to realize that also. So they ended up not doing anything to me. They were on to do an angioplasty, they thought was a narrowing of my arch. But it ended up being nothing. They actually sent me home with no operation. Well, I mean, no cell phone there. They did actually send some wires up and down my arteries, of course, to get the dye study, but ended up not doing anything. That was when I was 15-ish. Yeah, 15-ish. So, oh, the helmet. Yeah, with kids, it's harder to tell them to keep still. So this is actually a CT, or MRI, because that's heavy duty magnets and stuff. Yeah, you have to stay steady. Well, this is actually a bit more friendly than say some of the CAT scans that they put you through these tiny tubes. I've been through one of the tiny tube ones. I'm not really claustrophobic, but excuse me. But yeah, those tiny tubes, you can't move your head like to look down even. It's very, very much affects you. The new ones are just a tube. I'm not a tube, just a circle. So there's no longer a tube, you just pass through a circle. The ones I did a CT scan in November. Yeah, one of these 64 slice ones to take a look at up my heart and all the arteries. It's a lot nicer other than you feel like you piss your pants, the chemical they give you. So again, with kids, it's always hard to keep them calm. So what we got here? The toy. They use the toy. Oh, these actually are pro.
Hey, Jordan.
Hi.
I love you, my friend.
Okay. Oh.
This is my favorite game. Do you want to see? Watch how I started.
Okay.
You touch it like here, and a big lion comes.
And a big lion comes. Okay.
You know a scary lion? It's so loud. I can roar just like him. Yeah, hear me roar?
Go for it.
Wow!
Oh, scary.
Don't be afraid. You might want to cover your ears.
Big roar, right? Sorry. Let me just take a drink here.
Here comes the animals. Pterosaurs is my favorite.
So what am I controlling here, if anything? Oh, I see. So these are... I'm controlling that guy there. Okay. What's that sound? That sounded like mother singing. That's the nice thing. A lot of hospitals nowadays, especially for long-term patients of children of certain ages, have private rooms you can go to, rather than like when I was in there, actually, apparently I was sharing a room with a kid that was half my age, which make him less than 1 year, who was actually going through the same operations I was going through. Hi.
This terrible routine. Watching you, waiting for you to wake, hoping you will never remember these days of illness and treatment.
The good news is you don't remember.
One day, I'll bring you here, show you your tiny handprints on the wall, and you'll be annoyed that we all think of you as some big miracle. Cancer will be such a small part of all you could grow to be. You will tire of hearing about it. You won't want to see the cards and notes I saved. And I won't mind at all. I'll hold the memories of this hard day. You just leave it behind.
Yep, I can honestly say I don't remember anything from my stint. That one's a bit more modern. Sophia. A lot of different names there. Are these the cards she was talking about? Get well soon. Oh. I see. Let's move on. Excuse me. Chopping onions up in here. These are all going to be... Okay, see? There we go. Just... Glenn. Thank you, Glenn. Oh, they all from Greg. Was it Greg or... No, that was the same one. Wow. Yeah, no, I didn't click on the red one here. There we go. To my hero, Henry M. Again, not a fun place to be. To everyone who ever died of cancer, especially my father and my grandmother, rest in peace, Hank and Marcia, and all the rest of you beautiful, beautiful people. I hope that whoever becomes of you, whatever becomes of you, you are presently better off than you were at the end of your life. We miss you. Yep. Ooh, yeah. Actually, nice. Well, the guy who made this game, again, went through this. So his recreation of a hospital room is pretty spot on because sadly he had to spend a lot of time in a room just like this. There's the those you can measure the temperature. So that way with kids, especially with thermometers. Ooh, excuse me. You can't really keep them in their mouth for a long time. Actually, you don't even see the old-fashioned ones you put in your mouth anymore. Anyway, most these days, they're mostly the skin ones or ones like this that you put in your ear to do a quick. Actually, no, those aren't thermometers. Those are the ones that look in your ears, aren't they? Oh yeah. Also, they do get control it disconnected. Oh, I was too busy waxing poetic about how rooms look. All right, let's move on. Jason Javier Sanchez, 1980 to 2008. Forever in our hearts. Not too far off from when I was born. Actually, that's kind of interesting that the toilet's right there. At least they usually put those in slightly more secluded places. Then again, it might be for the kid, I guess. You're stronger than you know. Love will keep you strong. Let's see what this one says. Have faith, children, and love like Christ. Red one. Why do it if it's not fun? In memory of Rick Miller. One of those thoughts they always talk about is, if your life ended tomorrow or today, is what you're frustrated about worth you wasting your life on? What that means, if you're sitting there stressing out about something, is that time valuable enough to stress out about, X amount of thing? So, one of those thoughts. If every hour wounds, let us sit a minute. Oh, I've never heard that one before. I have to walk over to do these guys, huh? Again, why is the toilet right there? Usually there's a little room or a caddy corner. Oh, I haven't read this one yet. Elsie, we love you dearly, miss you daily, see you soon. So what we got here? This is all going to break your heart, isn't it? But have no fear. Our story's just begun. Again, these computers. This one usually is a monitor one. There's also, depending on if it's in the ICU or something, there's usually a monitor, not ICU, but if it's in a recovery room or something, there's usually a monitor up there that's hooked up to their pressures. Let you know. But this looks like less of an intensive care one. Did I read this one yet? In loving Mary of Maria and Elmi Hauswitz. heart. How whiskey. Love you, Papa. Even now, you still make me laugh. Stay strong, they say. I miss you, Rachel. There's a tree over there. That tree usually doesn't represent good things. Take my tears, love. They will carry you home. I still love you, girls from Mars. But they say Earth girls are easy. Ha ha. There's a reference to a movie no one remembers. We belong to each other. What was that noise? That's it for this room, isn't it? Whoa, there's lots of cards. Lots of cards. I miss you, Mom. Can I read that one yet? Nope, I can't. How about this one here? In memory of Divana and Jason. Oh, it's only that one. Okay. How about this purple one close to me? Nada en el mundo me importa más que mi hijo. 1V. I should know. Mundo me importa más que mi hito. Ito, as no. H is silent, so it's ito. To say we miss you is an understatement. Love you, Mom. Oh, I can read this one from here. For nows, life is winking. Life is a winking life in the darkness. Life is but a vapor, or was it a vapor in the wind? What's the phrase from the Bible? Wish you could see me now, Mom. Patrick Miller. Cancer doesn't discriminate in age. This is a whole nother room? Holy cow, there's a lot of sadness. So it goes. Oh, was that kind of a... Hold on, see if it reads it from top to bottom. To Mortes, our sun, moon, and stars. Thought it might be like a chain thing. I love you, Joel, my wee little warrior. Love, Phil. Or Fee? I could spend all day reading these and to give justice to the cause. I probably should. Don't let the speed bumps become the mountains. They try to be. And then there's all these ones up here. Destination unknown. Alright, so we have our little guy's cart right here. And more cards than we could ever read. Softy le pig. Dragons live forever, but not so, little boys. I can't move any more in that direction. Oh, there we go. I was wondering why I couldn't see the one in the fridge. Patrick, you drank out of all glasses. I miss you. Damn it, phone, you're ruining a moment here. Actually, here, I could shut off my phone from my watch. No, I can't. My watch is, the battery is no longer. We can move on to the next part. If you wanna, you can get the game yourself and read a lot of these. Cause it'll only be the just thing to do. Yeah. Had to sneak in a hashtag in there, since it is modern times. More cards down there. More cards than anyone should ever have to read. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter or Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, yeah. Those trees are always in the background, aren't they? Should come back and read those more again. Maybe off cameras when I'm not chopping a whole bag of onions. It's not good. Okay. We have oh, I know that. Yeah, over here. Oh, okay. More. I know that sign. Excuse me. When Tegan, excuse me. When my niece was little, I was there essentially for the first 2 years. I was always over at my brother's house. I was there almost every other day. We taught her sign language because kids know how to communicate before they can actually speak. So we taught her sign language. And it's a simple sign language that it's kind of universal sign language, not the official sign language. People who can't speak will learn. But stuff like that, like him. If I go over here, yeah, that's more. When you put your hands like that, more. And what else is there's more? All done when you kind of almost like imagine jazz hands at head length. All done. You wave your hands like that, and so yeah, she was using that to communicate with us before she can speak. The problem was, and this is always pretty funny, we tell her when she started to speak to use her words to tell us that she was all done. But unfortunately, we taught her that those sign languages were words also. So she would look confused at us and do the sign over and over again, not realizing we wanted her to speak all done instead of do the sign language. So yeah, I guess that brings us back memories of when she was little. More, yeah. Okay, let's do more. How about the cow? You like the cow? It goes moo. Can I do anything else? Just the cow? Oh, I have to do the handle. Sorry.
Bill plays building blocks with the cows.
Sorry, it's been a decade since any of my nieces and nephews were teenagers. Yeah, they're not teenagers yet, thank God. They're when they were infants, and I had to play with one of these things.
Farmer Bill plays fetch with the pigs.
Oink, oink, oink. The one I remember is the cow goes moo. You know, the simple one.
Farmer Bill races the horse, and Farmer Bill wins. My shoes run tight.
Yeah, we and also the ones we had were always, a little bit more advanced. My brother's mother-in-law, It's a family friend here in town. I go to her place all the time to help her out with her electronics. She was a Spanish teacher, and her big thing, especially with the first grandkid, was having everything also be in Spanish. So the version of this we had also did the Spanish, or the little maracas that used to do colors in both Spanish and English.
In the winter, Farmer Bill plays hockey on the pond with the ducks. Farmer Bill always wins, but the ducks perform mightily.
Like the Mighty Ducks? I think I've done all the animals. Let's move on with this scenario. You want more? All right. Let's see. How about the pig again?
Farmer Bill gives the pigs piggyback rides.
More? Okay. Hold on.
The cows and the horses get together for cards at night.
Silly, isn't it?
Those silly ducks take a bubble bath.
Like that little rubber ducky you got? Quack, quack. Oh, rubber duckies. That's one thing all kids enjoy.
Farmer Bill asked the horse to take the truck to town. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I saw Farmer Bill doing that.
Hi, guys.
Farmer Bill can control space and time.
I'm
Oh.
sorry, guys. It's not good.
There's consultation rooms in every hospital. We again, we were, sometimes we use the room for our control room and stuff like that, or we go through it. They're never. Damn it, phone. Hold on, let me silence that thing. It'll give me a chance to get rid of these damn onions. Okay. I'm back. I also had to use the facilities. Okay. A game about kids and cancer. Always fun. Let's hear from the doctor. Right, Billy? Joel? Excuse me.
Parents always ask how big.
Yeah.
Wrong question.
They've always been clear.
They should ask where it is. Location is everything.
Has had a recurrence.
Slow death or quick, symptoms and losses all come down to where.
Especially
Well, it's
with
in
brain.
the frontal cortex. And it's
Oh.
quite small at this point, but unfortunately the size isn't terribly important.
It's
Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed.
what? Yes.
This is a tragedy.
It can be removed if it's close enough to the surface. What was I saying? Oh yeah, before the break, and my phone ruined me. These rooms, they're always an afterthought, I think, in a hospital. These consultation rooms, there's always an extra room that they turn into a conference. It used to be an office or something else, or it was a leftover room when they designed it. For situations they're actually used for. I mean, you'd think they put a bit more thought into a room where you have to tell people such things, that they make it a little bit more comfortable. Alright, well, let's move on to the nurse there, or the grief counselor. Well, let's see what she is. Oh, this is the mom.
I guess I have imagined it.
With an ATR team,
I've
as soon as
imagined
you
it
have
a
recurrence
lot,
of
but
any
not
kind,
like this.
it is fatal.
It's different.
It's
I
only
thought
a
I would
matter of time
sob
before it spreads to
uncontrollably
several locations.
or puke just right on the floor.
We've already thrown all
I
the
thought I'd shake
chemotherapy
or
we have.
wail or something.
We can't continue to give him
I guess
chemotherapy
this is
that we know he's
shock.
resistant to.
Tragedy, he said. That's right. That's the perfect word for this. It's a tragedy. I wonder if he says that every time.
Well,
He's crying a little. I
it's
love him for that. He's not callous, he's genuinely sad. She is too.
So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
Doctors are human too. That's been one interesting thing about this job. Seeing doctors as they are. Also learning a lot of times when the doctors haven't seen you yet at a checkup. Sometimes they're just eating lunch or they just actually want a break. So not every time they're busy with other patients, but they are human. I've seen them pretty shaken up too. Especially when it's stuff like this. Excuse me, again. We now have a full onion chopping factory here in town. I'm now the #1 producer of chopped onions for the Phoenix Valley. It's okay. The smell, though, is a bit hard to get out of your clothes. The smell. Anyways, again, I thought that, okay, so apparently that's Mom there. I didn't realize that. So this is the counselor or the nurse. Usually with these ones, they send in, it's either a specialist or a grief counselor, depending on the severity of the situation, I guess. Here we go.
We're very good at end-of-life care.
It's a counselor.
We're very good at managing the pain and masking symptoms at the end of life.
That is not a job I could ever imagine wanting to take. Much like this onion producing, now we're #1 in the nation. The amount of onion chopping going on here is outstanding. By the way, I just realized this guy actually kind of looks like me. I don't have the full beard though. I only have the goatee. So if you cut off from here, glasses and stuff, he has more hair than me, I think. So. Oh, excuse me. Where's that damn Farmer John that can control time and space? Let's see. This should be the last of it.
Oh, miracles are
How
scary.
long are we talking about?
A few weeks to maybe 4
The kid's gone. It's raining outside. That explains why there's wetness on my face.
Science, it's simpler, measurable. I give A, and B, and I subtract C, and I get this result. And I can do something to control it. Or at least have the sense that I'm controlling it. But now all we have left is a miracle. And miracles are fickle.
They are
They
actually
don't always come, and I don't always
statistically
know why. What if Joel's
there.
miracle doesn't come? I hope he lives. I've always hoped. But now I can't do anything but hope. Oh, radiation. At least we can do something. Hope doesn't require signing papers or driving to hospitals or holding Joel in my lap. Hope is for something someone else has to do for us.
radiation's not kind.
We doctors can't. Invisible Jesus must.
We're so sorry.
Shouldn't I be, yeah, the kid's not there anymore. Does it matter who I choose at this point?
Oh, God, I do not want a replacement baby. If that was your plan, I am not on board. I don't want some new baby to help me move on. I would not have chosen it. Oh, God. Joel has to live, or I will not love this baby.
Okay, what are we doing here, Joel? What do I have to do here? Yeah. So I'm now in the center of the world's only. Now we've grown so big, chopping so many onions, and we're now the world's only producer of chopped onions. Yeah. So I, at some point in this recording, stopped speaking, really. And rightfully so. This should be experienced for yourself. Hopefully what I do show is enough to encourage you to try for yourself. Yeah, darn onions. Anyways, it brings back some memories. Some worries also. Like I said, I can go back, by the way. Let me show you. You can do by scene. So I could go back to, say, this one and give the proper attention to each and every one of those cards. Oh, did I say load? You know what? Let's just exit out of that. How about we do that? No. Exit. Enough onions have been cut. Enough onions have been cut. Let's end it there. Call it an experience you need to see for yourself. Full price of the game is $15. Kind of like Grave of the Fireflies. When it deals with children and a subject, it tends not to be happy. Whew. But yes, that's definitely something you should try for yourself. Speaking of which, so now, how about I go drink some more, make me feel better. No, it is very moving. It gives you a proper perspective on life, but that's weak to say. It gives you a new perspective on those who go through such trying times. New understanding of one's trouble that you hopefully will never feel, but that you should hopefully give the most attention and empathy for. Yeah. Something that the Ouya helped bring to this world. Yeah, so again, it's something you should try for yourself. I mean, it's hard. It's something we can experience through this Let's Play medium, I guess. But I think it's something better tried on your own. Experienced firsthand, as it were. Yeah. That, and at some point I would have just probably been a blubbering mess if I would have continued reading out loud. So. But yeah. Fun game, yeah. But that's not the point. Sometimes you need to see things from other people's perspective. So I'm going to get back to this new world chopping onion record I got going here. And yeah, yay. But seriously, it is a story that needs to be told and need to be experienced by yourself. So try it. Again, it's available on the Razer Cortex, on the Ouya still, I believe. I could have played this on the Ouya. Maybe I should have. As well, actually, I'm not 100% sure on the Ouya one, but I know it's also available on Steam. So if you want to try it through that medium, it's also available there. So very moving story. So one, again, I think I've said this 3 times now. I have to experience for yourself. So let me say thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.